Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. How's your person feeling about you at the moment? Now, I've made 3 readings here. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it, it's good. The crystal, the flower, and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And that's where you can also find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal, which is out with the delight card? Someone absolutely delighted by you. Even if you're disheveled, even at your worst kind of thing, you delight them. Or the flower, which is out with sharing your wisdom. Are you a teacher, a healer, a therapist kind of thing? See you doing that. Or the shell. And the shell is out with calling forth a wave. Someone wanting more emotional connection from you. Are you wanting more emotional connection from them? Take your pick now, and don't forget to click the like on this video down there before you click off. Click that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year for the collective. I do 3 of these Love Pack card reads a week as well. And I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. I also, so come along sometime, you can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. I also offer private readings as well from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also one up there too. Well, enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you feel that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some cards out and find out how your person is feeling about you at the moment. Ooh, you're quite lively. Okay, first out, you've got delight. I love it. So they're delighted by you. She looked slightly disheveled there, and I think they're delighted in the way that you look and in who you are. Even if you're not perfect, they delight in you. And perhaps because you're not perfect, they delight in you. It's just like everything that you do and say and who you are and all of those things just delights them. Really beautiful energy. I don't think you can do any wrong with this person, you know. Transcendence. It feels like there's something that they need to get over, though. Now, it could be a nervousness or something like that. You could make them nervous. You delight them. Yeah, it could be a nervousness, but there's something for them to get past. Perhaps a nervousness. Tell us more. How are they feeling about crystals? How's Crystal's person feeling about them? Warrior. So, they might like your fight, your fire, the warrior side of you, the way that you stand up for people, stand up for yourself, that kind of thing. They think you're a very strong person. This might be someone that's willing to fight for you as well. But breathe, stillness, and travel. Breathe, stillness. There's a calm about you that's very relaxing to them. You've got a nature about you that makes other people feel calm about you when they're around you. And they like that. They like the stillness. It's something like if you can sit there and not look at your phone kind of thing, and you can just be still and be present, they really like that about you. You have a very calming influence on this person. And travel. Now, they might want to know if you are interested in travel, or perhaps they like that you're well traveled and all of that kind of thing. But I'm picking up like, are you interested in more travel? They might want to travel with you. Well, they're delighted by you, and especially and probably even the things that you judge about yourself, they think is just absolutely delightful. Tell us more about how they're feeling about crystals. Got the Wheel of Fortune, so they feel like this is a fated connection between you both. Ace of Pentacles, a seed has been planted and could grow into something really long term and really big together. Now that could have an element of like being able to build something together as well. But Ace of Pentacles is great. They're thinking like long term, something can really come of this. What else? King of Pentacles, very stable kind of an energy. It's a husband kind of material kind of a card, that as well, when we're talking about relationship readings. And so yeah, they could be looking for the long term, for marriage, for settling down, a stable relationship. This is not someone that just wants a short term thing. It's not someone that's just playing around. This is someone that wants something really stable. They want someone to be with, you know, and that's what they're looking for. And perhaps they think that they've found that stability in you. Now with travel, it may be travel involved at a distance from you or something like that. There's a stability and travel. So the Wheel of Fortune, I feel that this is a destined connection, fated connection. You're supposed to be together. 10 of Emotions, wow, the happily ever after. So yeah, long term. This is the happily ever after card. So they can see themselves really happy with you. There must be a very strong connection between you and perhaps really suited for each other, you know. Very compatible, all that kind of thing. Changes, but there are changes required in your lives to be able to be together. Again, it could be that distance thing with that travel card coming out, or other changes in your lives. Ace of Pentacles, but a seed has been planted and they feel like this could grow to be a real long-term thing, very lucrative, to be really big. You can build something together. They're very clear on that as well, that you could have something together with that Muse of Voices coming out as the King of Swords. Very clear on that. The Five of Inspiration, you practice something together. You might have a hobby or interest in common. Seven of Inspiration, revealing themselves to you, or revealing yourself to them. And the Ace of Pentacles again, this could be really big. Ace of Pentacles, right? So, okay, what I'm getting from this is they were clear when they did something with you, practice something with you, and you kind of shone out to them. So I don't know if you were working together or something like that, and when you did something together, that's when they're like, you shone out to them and they got clarity on that. It's like, this is the kind of person that I want to be with, because I want to be able to do that thing with them. Could be something to do with teamwork or something like that, or you're in a situation where you're kind of helping them out or them helping you out, and they're like, yeah, this is it. Practicing something together, the Five of Inspiration. So whether you've got a hobby, you're doing a hobby together or something like that, or a sport, or work. But that's when you were kind of revealed to them as being that this could be, you could do something together, plant a seed together. This could be really big. So there's something about, you could build something together. So it could be someone who has like a specific passion in life, and they need to have a partner that's in on that passion kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? If they're traveling around a lot with their business, their work, what it is that they're passionate about, that kind of a person that's got very like full life with something they're passionate about that they do, they're going to have someone on board with that, right? And psychic development is behind that. It feels like when they did something with you, practiced something with you, that's when it was revealed to them. That's when they realized and they got that clarity that this could be really big and you could work together or do something together, or you could be a really good fit. Now, this could be someone, if they do have like a full and varied life, doing something that they're passionate about, this could be someone that is just used to having like short-term relationships because no one that they could have stability with was showing up. It feels to me like they've kind of recognized in you that you've got the right mix of things in you to make you be the right match for them, if that makes sense. So that's why they're feeling like it's a fated connection. There's something very specific about you. So King of Pentacles, they've got that stability. You've got that stability. And so they've changed their mind. Yeah, it feels like someone who is so busy, say like a professional sports person, and they're so busy and they're touring all the time and they have to go here and there, and it's like, well, having a lot of like short-term relationships in the places that they're in, and they're thinking that that's all that they can have because they're so busy, and it's like, well, I can only settle down once I'm not doing this anymore, you know. But then they've met you, and perhaps you're really into that sport too, and you're on that circuit or whatever, you know, you're going along because you massage at these events or something like that, and it's like, we can do this together. And it's opened their mind up to, they changed their mind about it, about settling down, that there's a possibility with you to settle down, which they didn't think was available to them. So yeah, this person could have a very full life, discernment, and you're a good choice as well. And you're a good choice for that. So you've kind of opened their mind up to the possibilities of being in a stable relationship, even in the lifestyle that they've got at the moment. And perhaps you're up for that, perhaps you're not up for that, I don't know. Well, let me know in the comments below. So Cupid's arrow has struck. Cupid's arrow strikes. Romance. Feeling it. This could be someone that you've just met. Or recently met, you know. It feels like a whirlwind kind of thing, like the life has been turned upside down, or the heart or the mind, at least, has been turned upside down by you and the possibilities. So they're feeling very romantic towards you. Starstruck, kind of that delight thing. They're just, you know, the kind of feeling when they look at you and their eyes go really big. You know, when someone does that and they just want to take in all of you and the pupils dilate, and that, I've got that going on. You're real. They like the way that you're real and yourself, and you're down to earth and all of that kind of thing. Yeah. This person feels a really strong connection with you. Feel like you're made for them. Perfect match. And they didn't think it was even available to them to have a perfect match right now in what it is that they're doing. You've got a soul connection. There you go. You're vibing on the same level, and they're recognizing that. You've got a lot of similarities. You've got high self-worth, so not insecure, and so they really like that about you. And fun and flirty, you're playful together. Now, this thing that you did, this thing that you're practicing together, or that work that you did, or whatever it was, that is the thing that really switched them onto you. They recognized your vibe as you were doing that, and especially if there was a playful thing involved in there, yeah, they took that as flirting. Like, it really fired them up. They like how you're responsive to them, and they're very responsive to you too. So there's something about the way that they feel, the way that you light them up when they look at you, especially. They really like that feeling. It feels to me like they haven't felt that before. Yeah, they felt unwanted, like they were alone before, like there was no one for them. But you're lighting them up. Using. There's a feeling here that they don't want to disrupt your life or use you or something like that, or feeling like other people might think that they're using you. A little bit worried about that. Now, if they do have like this very busy lifestyle and they want you to tag along, they could be worried that other people and people in your life might think that they're using you, or that it's just a short-term thing. Perhaps because of the physical attraction that they've got going on here, they're worried that, especially if they've been in a lot of short-term relationships, they're worried that people are going to think that they're using you. Now, for some, especially if I'm talking about like professional sports person, because it very well could be something like that, or someone with a certain amount of fame, This using card, they might be a little bit worried, not just with you, but with any kind of connection, if you're just interested, if you're interested in them, or if you're interested in the fame and, you know, the idea of who they are. Take a chance on love, but they're going to try anyway. They're going to take a chance on this anyway. Even though, yeah, there's a little bit of trepidation there for them. Yeah, it could be that they've got a certain amount of fame, and so people are attracted to them. Not really to them, but to the image of who they are, kind of thing. To who they put out on social media, or who they put out, you know, as their working life, which isn't the full version of them, who they really are. Let's get some messages from them. What do they want to say to you? What do they want to say to you? You're always on my mind. They can't stop thinking about you. Ever since you did that thing together that you did, they can't stop thinking about you. Cool. Destiny is taking us down different paths. They might need to go somewhere. They might need to go and do something. Like, it just feels like they've got like a rich and varied life kind of thing. Taking them away from you. I dive in and out of relationships, yeah. It just feels like someone that's got kind of got someone on the go in each of the places that they go to, but they're not seeing you as that. They're seeing you as like the long-term thing, sure thing. So no more of those. We'll get these out. What else do they want to say? Unhealthy attachment. Now, that could be about the short terms that they had before, diving in and out of relationships. They're realizing they're on unhealthy attachments, but they could still have attachments to people like that. Still be attached to them. Perhaps they'll need to release those before they can enter into a relationship with you. Will you give me a second chance? Will you give me a second chance? For some, it might be that they want to come back. You know, if they've met you, but they have something going with someone else somewhere else, they might want to come back and hoping that you will give them a second chance. I take that as it resonates. I wish you were here with me. Yeah, so they are somewhere else. So you've come into your life, you've come into their life, and then it just feels like that travel thing is a big thing for them. They need to be apart, and then they're wondering, like, can they come back into your life? You're still going to be there, kind of thing, for that second chance. So it doesn't feel like you've had a relationship with this person. It just feels like you've had an interaction. That's what switched them on to you. So that's what I've got for you. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So what should you do then to prepare for this person or bring them in or whatever it is? You guys together, once you're together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for here? And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, that email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Leave me a comment. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read for even more, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person's feeling about you at the moment. As usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that or even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into it and find out how your person's feeling about you at the moment. So, first card out is sharing your wisdom. They find you very wise, very knowledgeable. And they might be listening to you telling your stories, or perhaps you've got a YouTube channel, telling your stuff on a YouTube channel, social media, that kind of thing. Sharing your wisdom. They think they like what you say. They're listening to what you say or what you type, and they like it. They like your point of view of things and stuff like that. So this could be someone that's just looking at you from afar. Balance. Find you very balanced kind of a person. I like how grounded and balanced you are. Yeah, very much feels like someone that's looking at you from a distance and seeing you as an opportunity. Snack, I just heard a snack, but an opportunity. Thinking that you're an opportunity. It feels like they are wary of moving towards you, thinking about moving towards you, thinking about asking you, seeing you as an opportunity, but not sure of whether you're going to be open to them or not sure of whether you have you would have the same feelings for them as they for you. I don't think this is someone that you're aware of, or if you are, you're only aware of them as a friend or an online contact or something like that, not in a romantic sense is what it feels like to me. But the Star, you're their wish fulfillment, like they're hoping that they can get to be with you. The Devil, obsessed. They're obsessed with you. I was starting to pick up on that this might not be a healthy kind of a thing going on here. So yeah, there could be Virgin obsession about you. Just be careful. 9 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. They want to know like what it is that you want. What is your wish fulfillment? They're not sure that they can give you that, but they're not sure what it is that you want as well. They're kind of imagining what it is that you want in a partner, in a relationship, and all of that kind of thing. Could be someone that is really in the fantasy about you a lot here. Like they're a fan of yours. The Star. So you're their wish fulfillment. You're exactly what it is that they're looking for. That you're a good choice for them, but they're just not sure if you would choose them too. What's behind that? What's behind that is teaching. You could be a teacher to them or something like that. They're learning from your wisdom, checking out your online stuff. Would you choose them? So if you do know this person, there might be a customer of yours or someone subscribed to your channel or something like that. Although they're learning from you, and you might have some interaction in that kind of a way as well, so you could be, it feels like it's online to me. And if it's not online, they could be in your workplace, you have, I don't know, something to do with this person. They're learning a lot from you, but they're kind of undecided of whether to take this to the romantic, because they're not sure of what you would choose or if it's a good idea. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you're friendly with someone because they're a customer, it's probably just that for you. And so they're very much wondering and kind of confused by that decision really of whether to approach you romantically. The Devil, because they're kind of obsessed by you, with you. 6 of Emotions, stuff in the past. You remind them of someone in the past that they were in love with. Or they were in love with you in the past. Muse of Emotions. A lot of longing energy here. This could be someone who is just, that does that gets obsessed with people from afar kind of thing, people that they can't have, and then obsess about them. This could be a pattern that they're in, and that's romance to them, is like focusing on someone that they can't have and getting obsessed with them. It could just be their thing. Or they're obsessed with you, fell in love with you long ago in the past. Movement into balance, and perhaps they were needy, or for some they might have had like mental health issues or something like that, and needed to, before they could even consider having a relationship. They needed to get themselves sorted out. And so this person, they might have feel that they've moved themselves into balance now and approach you again, or you could have been the one that was helping them as well. With this teaching card, you could have been helping them with your wisdom. They fell in love with you back then. It could be a kind of a therapist, customer, kind of a, what do they call that? Transference or something they call it. When you fall in love with a teacher, it's not real love. It's, yeah, something like that. It feels like something like that. Or they're confused that maybe it is that or not, you know? 9 of Cups. So they're kind of wondering what you want, what your wishes are, what you're looking for in a romantic partner. They're hoping that they could be that. But it kind of just feels like, I would be worried that this person is going to figure out what it is that you want in a partner and then pretend to be that. It doesn't feel like this person has got is very stable in themselves and like who they are, to me. 10 of Voices, because they don't want it to end badly, right? So they're really thinking about how to approach this and how to please you in relationship. So this isn't someone that's just like happy with who they are and doing their thing and then coming into your life and just being themselves and letting you fall in love with them. This is someone that is like got their eyes on you. You're not interested in them, haven't shown an interest in them, and they're wondering how to get you interested. Yeah, and being in the masculine energy. How to be in the masculine energy and take control of this and kind of claim you, sort of thing. But they're very worried that it's going to end badly, and it kind of feels like it probably will to me. But let's see. How are they feeling about you? That opportunity card, you know, it's like they would be leveling up to be with you. I mean, you're a good choice. You're an opportunity to them. Not necessarily an opportunity. In fact, very unlikely to be a good opportunity for you. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So they are going to make a move towards you because the heart is telling them to do that. Well, the heart, they think it's the heart. It's certainly obsession. And like I said, this just could be somebody's idea of romance. This is what they've always done. They've looked at someone that they can't have from afar. And, you know, could be down to childhood patterns. And especially if you're like teaching about that kind of stuff. There's that transference. I think they call it transference, where you kind of fall for the teacher or fall for the therapist. Oh, this one's complicated. This one is complicated. How are they feeling about you? They're working through their feelings. Got a lot of feelings for you, and they're working through them feelings. And talk less, feel more. We're trying to get in touch with their feelings more and trust their heart more. Less of the analyticals and more into their heart. It doesn't feel like this person is ready. I'm just kind of feeling it from a therapist point of view now, which you might be to them, in fact, or have a similar kind of relationship with them. That this person doesn't feel ready for a relationship to me. I can see why they might think that they are, but they don't feel ready. So they're trying to get out of the analytical stuff and into the heart and into life and go, okay, I'm ready. It doesn't feel like they're ready to me. But as I said, that's as a therapist point of view. Communication, they are going to communicate with you. They're going to give it a go. This person is going to give it a go for sure. Give you a go. Try and get into a relationship with you. Daydream, but it's very much stuff of fantasy. And this person could easily turn on you, in fact, when you end up not being the fantasy. This person could be painting a picture of you as being perfect, and you might let them down by just being yourself. Do you know what I mean? Trying to get into a relationship with someone like this who isn't happy with themselves. They're not healthy. They're not healthy and ready for a relationship, you know. It's never going to go well. If you think yourself, you know, we've got to be happy with ourselves and know who we are and be our full selves, right? Not be like, how can I change myself so that this person likes me? It's never going to end well, that. So they're very much in this wishful thinking, daydream, fantasy, wild abandon, just going for it. Yeah, just going for it. They are going to, but they'll be very clingy with you. And like I said, they might put you on a pedestal too. And when you get knocked off that pedestal, you show that, you know, you're not perfect. You're just a human being. It could get very tricky. How are they feeling? So this person's got feelings for you, but it's very complicated. You are limitless. So they think you're amazing and consider your foundations. They think like you're a strong person and you can be strong for them, is what it feels like. They're seeing that you've got that energy that they don't have, and so you can help them, kind of thing. Let's get some messages from them. What do they want to say? The person of my dreams. You're their ideal. And it's because you've got that structure, that wisdom and all of that kind of thing. I gave into temptation. Whatever it is that they're dealing with, mental health problems, it could include addictions and all kinds of things like that. They're giving into that kind of stuff. So this person isn't running. In their healing journey, they're not completed it or that. You're always on my mind. And destiny is taking us down different paths. So they think you're a match, but you've just got you've taken a different route there. Yeah, the person thinks that you're a match. They think that you're kind of kindred spirits and a match, and I'm not feeling that at all. I think that they feel an understanding from you, and it might not be one-on-one either. It could be through your work or whatever, you know, sharing your wisdom, your teachings and stuff like that. Can't stand the thought of you with someone else. This person's pretty obsessed with you. Could be quite controlling. Yeah, could be. I'm not picking that up strongly though, but kind of it could be a bit of a psycho when it comes to other people and your interactions with other people. Water under the bridge, things in the past. They think that they've got over something now. Please don't give up on me. And telepathic bond. Now this could be one way, you know? They're feeling like they've got a telepathic bond. This could be someone that has spent a lot of time listening to you, watching you and all of that kind of thing. And they feel this very strong connection with you. Wow. So, if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get the deeper dive for even more. If you do, then the deeper dive, the extended reading, is going to have guidance for you. So what should you do then? Guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Guidance for you in this relationship. So if you guys do get together, what are the dynamics there? That would be really interesting for this one. And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, then I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, that email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check those places. In that email, you'll see a link to a crystal, flower, the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. And leave me a message and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive for even more, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, and this one's for you, shells, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Wow, so let's get straight into it. How's your person feeling about you at the moment? Let's see. Now, they could be feeling very passionate about you at the moment, because you've got to call forth away. So they're wanting something to happen, wanting to get it into an emotional kind of a place, wanting to get into a passionate kind of a place, calling forth the waves. Some drama or more emotion, want to feel more emotion from you or rile you up in some kind of a way to get something out of you. Born with a gift. See you as being very talented and very gifted. And perhaps studious and working a lot, and they're wanting to get the emotion out of you. So you could have like a working relationship with this person, or when you talk to them, you talk about logistical stuff, and the day-to-day stuff, and they want the emotion out of you. It could be a water sign that you're dealing with here, but they want to see that emotion. They want to hear that from you. So they want to get you into an emotional place. They want to know how you're feeling. They want to know that you are feeling about them. And so this person could like stir up drama just for that. Meditation. See you as being very cool, calm, collected, studious. I keep on getting that studious thing, so I don't know if you're reading a lot or if you're studying at the moment. Meditation, kind of preoccupied with your stuff. It feels like this person wants your attention, especially your emotional attention. Doesn't feel like in a clingy kind of a way or anything like that. Just listen. They want you to listen to them. Yeah, it very much feels like you're in your, living your life, doing your own thing. Perhaps in a relationship with this person somewhat, but they want more. They want more emotion. Now, I don't know whether you're comfortable about going there with this person, or whether you're trying to keep it on that kind of a level. Anyway, let's see. How are they feeling about you? King of Pentacles, like you're very stable, taking things slowly, perhaps in a rut in your life, or doing your own thing. Eight of Pentacles, like you're very work focused, perhaps difficult to distract from your work. You see how she's kind of busy there and she looks over her shoulder. It's like, oh, what do you want? So they could be really trying to get your attention and finding it hard to get your attention. It's the emotional attention that they want. It might be the Tower that's coming out there, but we'll see. Wow. The Empress. Yes. You're that person. They think you're their divine feminine. And yes, they want your attention. Let's get deeper into this. So the King of Pentacles, they see you being studious, hardworking, stable, perhaps in a rut in your life, not flexible and going with the flow and random and all that kind of stuff. Nine of Emotions, you're making your wishes come true, and this is the emotional wishes coming true. So they see you kind of being independent, making your own wishes come true, and they wish that they could come in and do that for you, make your wishes come true, but they want some emotion from you. It's like this person sees you as very studious and working a lot and all of that kind of thing, but they want to change you. They want you to be like more emotional, more. They want you to be less of that and more emotional. But it feels to me like you've got your needs met there. You're meeting your needs. This person wants to be needed by you, and that's not in a bad way either. They want to have a place in your life where they're needed by you emotionally, and they're feeling like you're cut off from your emotions and very work and logistical kind of thing. What's behind that? So even though you might be saying, no, I'm all good, I've got my wishes met, they're like, yes, but I want to meet your wishes, like in a relationship. What's behind that is healing energy. They're seeing you as like needing healing because of like an independent streak that you've got, and an unwillingness to allow other people to meet your needs, meet your emotional needs, because you're working and you're very successful. Eight of Pentacles, you're getting good stuff from your work, but hard to distract from that work, and they want to distract you. Two Voices, but they're not sure how to distract you from that work. or study. Take it as it resonates. Ancient wisdom and grounding, because you're very grounded. Yeah, like I said, this person might want to disrupt you because they want to get you into that more emotional place. It's like they want to crack you open, you know, to, yeah, like I said, to make you need them for your emotional needs. The Empress. It's like this person wishes you had a problem so that they could come in and help you, you know. They wish you had a problem that made you all emotional and vulnerable, and then you went to them for it. But you're not doing that. The Empress, because you're the Empress, and you're saying no, you've got boundaries and all of that. So yeah, the seeing you is kind of closed down. What else? So you've got it all yourself. Two of emotions, so they want to give you that love offer, right? They know that you can do it all by yourself, and you've built this empire and all of these things, and you've got strong boundaries, and all that's great. But they want to give you this love offer, and in order to give you a love offer, you need to have some needs that aren't met, kind of thing, or needs that you will stop meeting for yourself and let them meet the needs for you, and it's emotional stuff. Home. Yeah, emotional stuff and home too. You might want to let them do stuff for you in the home that help you out around the home. And emotional, told you, emotional and home stuff. So they'll fix your pipes and stuff like that. Help you with stuff around the home. Reach those things down from that top shelf, and so you might want to ask them to do stuff for you in your home. But emotional too. How can you ask them to do emotional stuff for you to meet your needs emotionally? Any ideas? Put them in the comments below. What are examples? Help each other out here. So all of you that are resonating with this reading, put your examples below of how you might, it's easy like getting them to do stuff around the house there, but being vulnerable about your emotional stuff so that they can help you out with that. How might you do that? Let's share below our examples of that. How do they feel about you? This person's very focused on you. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will transform. So they are kind of trying to change you, but they're trying to change you so they can have a relationship with you. It might feel like they're being critical of you at the moment, and it's kind of not a criticism. It's breaking someone open. It's coming from love. Excuse me. It's coming from love. Go wild. Yeah, they want to disrupt you. They wish that you would be a little what's the word? Impromptu, going with the flow, a little wild, a little act on impulse kind of thing. And perhaps they are that kind of a person. There could be a Leo that you're dealing with here, or a water sign. Any sign really, I guess. What else? What else are they feeling? Spark between you. There's something between you. That spark. A lot of electricity between you, but there's strings attached. It's like you're very controlling yourself, and that might be the way you like it. It's a risk coming towards you. While you don't need them, right? But they think they could be very joyful together. You bring them a lot of joy. Yeah, this person wants to get into a relationship with you, but in order to be in a relationship with you, they need you to need a relationship, not need a relationship, but want a relationship with them by needing them for something. You've got to have some kind of a role to play. This person's feeling romantic towards you. They want to do romantic things. Now that's something that you could do, right? Is ask them to be romantic. Do you know what I mean? That could be one of the emotional needs that you want met. It's like saying, I want some romance in my life. Will you romance me? Something like that. That is, yeah. Get to know each other too. So letting them in. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. How can you ask for personal attention and affection? Because they'll jump at the chance. It's not like you'll be asking a closed book. But it feels like they want you to do that. Anyway, get to know each other at the moment and open up a little. Let's get some message cards out from them. I love you. Wow. There it is, right there. First card out. They love you. They want to love you. This is the end. Perhaps the way that things have been before. Or perhaps they're at the last. Perhaps this person is like at the end of their tether kind of thing, that if you won't open up, then perhaps they need to move on to someone that will. Take that as it resonates. And don't take it if it doesn't resonate. I gave into temptation. This person could have other people on the go because it feels to me like they're thinking you're just not opening up. Now, you might want them to make more of a move towards you, and they're not doing that. And so you could be at an impasse here, but they're waiting for you to open up. I wish you knew how grateful I am to have met you. I think, yeah, ask this person to do stuff for you. That's what they want to do, apparently. Repetitive cycles. This could keep on happening to them. Emotionally unavailable. That's what I was getting. That's what I was about to say. They keep on getting attracted to emotionally unavailable people. And this time it's you. And I don't know whether you usually are emotionally unavailable, but you're definitely coming out as that in this reading. Or turn it around if it's the opposite way around. But I think not. I think that they keep... You might be that interested in this person, or if you are, you're just happy in your like your stable life rut kind of thing, and you haven't even considered that this person wants like a richer emotional experience with you, want you to ask them for things, and they want to do things for you and be needed and all of that kind of stuff. You might just not have even considered that. And you might be wondering why they've got some discontent, you know? Anyway, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story. You might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. So what should you do then? And guidance for you in this relationship. You guys together, what are the dynamics in this relationship? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags there that you need to look out for? And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you all the way to another video, right away to another video, then try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click the subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly.